Let's talk about the protist kingdom. Protist is one of the six kingdoms of life that belongs to the domain Eukarya. As you remember, we have six kingdoms of life: the Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, Protist, Fungi, Animalia, and Plantae. But for now, we will focus only on the kingdom Protist. So ano nga ba ang protist? Here we have a meaningful statement that tells us about a protist, saying, protists are the same but are different. Protists are the same but are different. The statement seems contradicting, but what do you think it tells us? So let's try to find out. Protists can exist as a unicellular and multicellular organism. When we say unicellular or single-celled, it means it consists only of one cell. This is why most of them or most of the protists cannot be seen by the naked eye, or they are microscopic. However, when we say multicellular, from the word multi, it only means many cells. Protists have many cells in a way that they can form a tissue or even grow larger enough to be easily seen by the naked eye. We cannot say that a protist is a bacteria. So hindi. Protist is not a bacteria because bacteria only behave as a single prokaryotic cell. Single and prokaryotic cell. When we say prokaryotes, meaning they don't have nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. Organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and all that float in a cytoplasm. Another thing is bacteria are categorized into different domains, while protists belong to the domain Eukarya. Because protists belong to the domain Eukarya, it can be a multicellular organism like those plants, animals, or fungi. However, protists can only be somewhat similar or behave like a plant, animal, or fungi. But they are not totally classified. They are not totally classified as any of these plants, animals, or fungi. Ibig sabihin, ang protists ay maaring may pagkakahawig sa mga halaman, sa hayop, or sa fungi. But they are not totally classified as a plant, animal, or fungi. So instead of referring to them as plants, we tend to say plant-like protist. Instead of animal, we say animal-like protist. And instead of fungi, we say fungi-like protist. Okay. So let's start with a protist that looks like a plant. One of the best examples of a plant-like protist is an algae. These two images show samples of algae. As you remember, a protist can be a unicellular or multicellular organism. If you ever see those floating green substance on the surface of a pond, like here, those are pond scum. A pond scum is an example of a single-celled algae. That mostly prefers to form colonies. On the right side, we have a seaweed. A seaweed is an example of a multicellular algae. And because of their appearance, seaweeds are mostly misunderstood as plants. Seaweed is not a plant because it has no true stem. Okay. Seaweed is not a plant because it has no true stem, no true roots, and no true leaves. They don't have true stems because they don't have a vascular system like phloem and xylem, which move water and nutrients throughout the plant. They don't have true roots because their roots don't absorb nutrients. What you see that looks like a root is a holdfast. These holdfasts were only used to attach the plant itself to the ground. The last thing is that they don't have true leaves. Although they can photosynthesize like a plant, they lack the intricate leaf structure of a true plant. The blades of a seaweed are what appear to be leaves. Animal-like protists are called protozoa. They are the protists that behave like animals because first, they can move. Second, they are heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means that they eat other organisms. So what is the difference between these protozoans and the true animals? What could be the reason why there are no qualified as animals? The reason for this is that protozoans are single-celled. However, true animals are all multicellular. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng animals, consider natin as all multicellular. So let's see what these single-celled protozoans look like. So there are different types of protozoa, and the most common of these are the flagellates, ciliates, and amoebas. In flagellates, they use their long-haired body structure called flagella. So ito yun. Ciliates use their cilia to move. So ito yung cilia. Or those small hairs that surround their body. On the other hand, amoebas use their pseudopods to move. So ito ang pseudopods ng amoebas. Pseudopods are a part of the amoeba's cytoplasm that is temporarily used as a foot by extending its body to grip and pull toward surfaces. Amoebas also use their pseudopods to eat, and this is known as phagocytosis.